What's up, everyone? Back in another episode of the Power Hour. We got Matt Thomas and Alina with us tonight. Matt, how we doing?
Oh, shit.
Doing well, man. We are living the dream out here. Just moved, and the pain in the ass.
Well, everyone loves moving. We all know that.
It's fun.
Alina, how we doing tonight?
Can't complain. Got a cold.
So, tonight we're going to do a little different. We're going to talk topics, and then at the end, go some would rathers if we have some time. Let's start off with, I think is, well, let me rephrase this because I don't want to say that, I guess. I find it hilarious that Chris Delia is now, it's all coming out that he was like hitting on all these younger people. And then in two different TV shows, he played a pedophile. And we'll start off, Matt, with your thoughts, but I just think this is fucking hilarious that this dude who, like, I don't know if you saw this, but he also had a little video and he was like, there's no such thing as a 14-year-old girl anymore. She doesn't look 14. She goes from 12 to 20. That's the only age it is now. Girls look so old nowadays. And, like, for him to say that and then all this shit come out, it's a bad, bad look.
Really bad look. I think, well, first of all, let me know if my mic starts crackling again.
It is right now.
It is?
Yeah.
You guys got to fucking let me know. Jesus.
I didn't really hear it at first.
I think it just.
You're good now.
It's working out. Okay, good. All right. News of the week, in my opinion. This is like crazy shit, especially coming from a guy who's extremely opinionated, a comedian like Chris Delia. Can't say I'm very surprised. This guy is he's made comments like that in the past, like you brought up. And all these comedians are weird, insecure dudes. That's something that not a lot of people realize. I used to work with some comedians back in my talent agency days, like Daniel Tosh, Joe Rogan, those kind of guys. And they're totally different people on stage than they are off stage.
Sure.
I think Dane Cook's another good example of someone who like comes off as being super confident, but behind closed doors, super insecure. I mean, his girlfriend's like 20. So it doesn't surprise me at all that that this has happened to Delia. I think it was like a matter of time. He totally seems like this kind of guy. But I mean, you're right. It's hysterical how he played he played himself on these last two shows. I mean, that's probably a little bit more so in you. But like, it makes you wonder, like, does the casting director know this? You know, because then now you're seeing all these things come up now from people are resurfacing old podcast clips from like Theo Vaughn and Brennan Schaub and like Andrew Santino about like making little quips about Chris D'Elia and underage girls. So
it's maybe like they almost all kind of knew.
Yeah, or like maybe they maybe not necessarily like 16-year-olds. But, like, maybe they knew he was into younger chicks, like 19, 20, 21, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing illegal going on there, but it's pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah. And when you start getting close to the line of legal and illegal, like, I feel like the insecurity plays a major role in that, no doubt about it. And so an interesting point you brought up. So you're saying you work with Tosh, like you've seen how Tosh and Rogan are off camera, you're saying, or not?
Yeah. So Tosh is the big one. He has social anxiety. I think he's even admitted that, but this guy doesn't do any interviews, anything like that. You talk to him on the phone, he'd call in, and totally different guy from what you see on like Tosh.0 and his specials. Yeah. It's very like monotone, quiet. And a lot of these guys use that, like, not all of them, but a lot of them use the comedy and like their onstage persona as like an outlet to, like, you know, is like therapeutic for them because it can be someone they're not usually at home.
Yeah.
And
almost like acting.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Like
and that's
literally
definitely
like
the cases
acting.
for Dane Cook, I think, too. Like, he's another kind of a weirdo. I've heard allegations. I'm not saying anything, but I've definitely heard allegations of him, you know, grooming younger chicks as well. So
breaking news?
It's not a surprise. No breaking news. I'm just saying I've heard rumblings, allegations, allegedly. Don't sue me.
There you go. Federal crime.
But yeah, I mean, look, yeah. But there's definitely, I don't think it's a secret that there's a lot of weird comedians out there that have some kind of insecure complex where like they couldn't get girls in high school or something, and now they're famous. They don't know what to do, and so they go after like the easy types.
So Have you guys both seen You?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is he like just a real creepy, like, because in Workaholics, it's actually like, what I find funny in Workaholics is like, what I think some people probably, like, I think he kind of how he is in real life. I think Workaholics is kind of how he is in real life, though, to the point of like, people probably know, but then they're like, he's so funny. I want to be just his friends. You remember in Workaholics how like Adam and all them, they're like, but he's so cool, man. We can't tell on him. And
Yeah.
like, so is he like that in real life? But like, what was his character in You? Was it just like super serious?
It was like himself, dude. He like came off as like the super confident comedian guy who's like really popular, but then like behind closed doors, he was like into underage chicks and would like invite him over. Like you
So
should watch it.
literally
It's like
what
I'm sure
goes
someone will
on.
make a compilation. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
he'd invite him over, invite him backstage after shows, invite him over for a drink, and then like get really weird with him. And I don't know. I mean, like, look, he may not have done anything illegal. It doesn't, to me, like based on the evidence so far, it just seems like he was being a fucking creep, which is just like hitting on 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, when he's like 20 years older than them. And is that weird? Yeah. But should we cancel this guy's career for it? I don't know if that's necessarily warranted.
The one girl I did see she was 14 though, but
Ooh.
yeah, it was like 14 or 15 because
yeah,
like,
but did she have screenshots or was it one of those chicks who only had like a story and like?
No, she had screenshots because the screenshot said, I think she was 15. The screenshot said, I hope you know I am 15. And then he like just completely ignored it and said, oh, I'm in for my show. And she's like, oh, I want to see your show. So, but then like none of them have said at least I have not read one that have said that they've like met up with him. So like, I don't know if, like you said, anything actually happened past that. But like the one I did see was screenshots. First off, the email he used was like the weirdest. It was like Chris Delia at like fuzzy
Rocket
socks
mail?
at Gmail. Yeah, it's like some weird fucking thing. But it was like, but it was all like, the chick was like, yeah, I'm 14. Then it was like, oh, you should come backstage to my comedy show. And then like, she never said if she went. So, I mean, after that, it's just like, okay, maybe this kid's just a creep, but did he do anything? Who fucking knows? I mean, I'm sure if it pops up, some of these girls will say more.
I heard some weird ones. Like I heard some people telling stories about like stuff that happened, but you got to be careful in situations like this and not let the court of public opinion like sweep someone away. Like it seems true. It seems like at least a decent part of this is true based on those screenshots. I mean, it seems unlikely to me that a bunch of women got together and faked a bunch of screenshots of conversations they had with Chris Delia over the last 10 years. And then all of a sudden decided to come together and try to ruin his career. That seems pretty unlikely to me. So it seems like a little bit of this is true, but I think once again, you have to go back to, is that worth ruining his whole life and career over? Something that's like, yeah, it's really fucking creepy, but like, is there anything illegal going on here? I don't know.
Yeah, did you guys see his statement that he?
I did not see it. No, I saw
it
you
was
came
kind of
out
an
and I
awful
did not
statement.
see it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, it didn't really address much.
Should we pull it up? Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
I don't know, but okay, Olena, do you agree though? Like it makes his case so much worse that he was doing. So he has a podcast, and he legit said, "You don't look 14. You're either 12 or 20 now." Like
That's interesting you said that because I think on the way down to Dallas, I'm not sure if I listened to that one, but I listened to a few of his episodes, and it just I think I remember that somehow though, but. Because I was like laughing at it, I was like, "Yeah."
Like, okay, it's funny to hear at first, but now like after all this comes out, you're like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't know. I guess so. I haven't really looked that much into it to be honest. I just I saw like the 14 or 15-year-old like was the headline there, so I was like, okay, this is good. But yeah, I mean, I in my opinion, if you're talking to 14 and 15-year-olds knowingly and inviting them like backstage or whatever you're doing, I mean, this is all we know of. Like there could be some shit that's behind the scenes. Like maybe the chick was like 16, 17.
for sure.
Still not okay. And maybe she just doesn't I don't know.
He said to the one, she was like, I'm 16, and the one was like, and he like responded like, okay, can we kiss? Like, what?
So weird, dude.
Like,
To me, it's the behavior of someone. To me, this is my theory. I'm going to put on my detective hat real quick. I think he's talked about this before, how he was like kind of a loser theater kid in high school, and like his first girlfriend cheated on him. He didn't lose his virginity till he was like in his mid 20s and was like head over heels for these chicks. He got married pretty young. And to me, it seems like he was maybe kind of a loser in high school.
Bro, what you just described is like the perfect pot for someone to do that, I think. Like,
yes, that's what I'm saying. So now he's a popular guy. He's like a little bit more attractive. He's like working out. He's in a movie. He's letting it get to his head a little bit. And now he's like either reliving, like hooking up with high school chicks that he wasn't able to get with in high school. Yeah. And it's like it's like a power thing for him too. It's like he kind of gets off to the fact that he has power over these chicks and is like he knows that he can since they look up to him, it's easier to get them to do what he wants, which is super fucked up.
I would say there's a possibility he's still like intimidated by girls
older.
Maybe. Yeah. Like,
yes. Yeah. I think he's probably intimidated by girls his own age, doesn't really get it.
Right.
And he feels like in order to like just hook up with chicks or like, you know, text them and like talk sexy with them or whatever, it has to be younger ones because there's a power dynamic there and it's easy for him to get away.
But okay, I get everything you're saying, but it's also like, dude, you're pretty well known. Just go for a 21-year-old. Just go for a 21-year-old or a 20-year-old. There's plenty of fucked up girls in this world that will sleep with Chris Delia who are 20 and 21 years old. And he can talk like it. He can talk like an idiot and still get with them.
I know, but it's so weird to me that like if you look at these screenshots, like what he's saying is so bizarre.
No, it's the weirdest thing. It sounds like a 12-year-old trying to flirt with a 16-year-old.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It sounds like our text to girls when we were in high school. That's what it sounds like.
Yes. Like, and then he goes back, Matt, and then he goes backstage and he's like, I got 100 texts, all girls.
Yeah.
Like, little do we know they're only 16, dude. And also, it sounds, I don't know. It's all very weird to me. The you thing is very strange because it's like literally spot on with what was happening.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen it. So what you guys explain, that's super weird.
It's very weird. And then I also think his defensiveness in a lot of these podcast clips that people are bringing up, you're looking at him and people are talking about how, or he's talking about like, he's in one of them, he's like, oh, you guys think that there's like a Hollywood sex ring and like there's something extra going on in Hollywood where like people are sleeping with chicks younger than them and like there's like shady shit going on in Hollywood. Oh, that's what you think is going on? That's crazy. And it sounds like, looking back on it, it sounds almost kind of like defensive or him trying to like justify that there's definitely nothing weird going on.
Yeah.
When in reality, like I remember seeing that clip making the rounds on Twitter of him making fun of that. And I'm like, dude, first of all, it's not that far-fetched because there's evidence of crazy shit going on in Hollywood that dates all the way back to like the 20s. Okay. So that in and of itself, but to me, you look at it now and it's like a different type of tone of him, like I said, justifying it, which it makes it creepy.
To that though, it's like also if there is this like high class weird sex thing going on in Hollywood, Chris Delia is not the top of the list. So why is he the one defending it unless he's like doing, like, you know what I mean, kind of doing something weird? Because it's like when you're thinking of like all the big wigs in Hollywood, Chris Delia doesn't even make like page 450. So like,
yeah, I'd say he's maybe a B-list celebrity. Maybe.
So like, why is he the one defending it? You know, like that. I thought like that's kind of weird in my opinion.
Yeah,
and that's what he also says. He's like, I would have heard about it, and you're like, would you have though, dude?
You're in the fucking loop. But yeah, the screenshots were very telling in my opinion. That I bet you he probably did try with like the 21-year-olds and like whatever. Like,
I gotta say, Andrew, I know where you're gonna go with this real quick.
Yeah.
If he talks like how he did to the 21-year-olds, I guess there's like, yeah, it's like,
dang,
like a child.
Yeah. Well, it's just bizarre to me, dude. It makes sense to me that he's like bored and like he's texting in his hotel room. You're on tour a lot. I get it, but like, dude, have you ever heard of dating apps or like talking to chicks? Like, have you guys talked to a 19 or 21-year-old lately? They're boring as shit. You have nothing in common with them. I don't have anything to talk to them about. They're not fun.
My brother's 19 and like it's like sitting there and you're like, dude, I'm 6 years older, but we have nothing in common. Absolutely.
Hey, you haven't
nothing.
experienced any life. And we're going through
Nothing.
different things.
Like, I don't know any TikTok dances. I can't do that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Do you think there's going to be more to come out, or is it like? Do you think?
It would be interesting. I think if one girl comes out and was like, I told him I was 15 and he still invited me to his hotel and I did go, then maybe more comes out. But I think it might just stay where it's at if like nothing more. If it's just like people coming out like, oh, he messaged me. You know what I mean? Like it might just kind of stay where it's at. Like, I bet he's going to get canceled by a bunch of people. Like, I mean, that's a huge thing going on right now.
Okay, but that brings up the ultimate question of this whole conversation, which is, do you guys think his career should be ruined over this?
Dude, I mean, if his true intentions are to get these girls to like meet up with him, then yeah. I mean, even if it doesn't happen, then like that's just by the grace of God that they didn't end up going over there. But there's like a similar story that I remember. Romeo something, you know what I'm talking about, Matt? He's he was a big tattoo artist for like influencers and shit. Romeo something like
kind of.
I forget his name, but anyway, he was like a big tattoo artist. He gets caught talking to all these underage chicks, and like he is just completely blackballed. And he didn't meet up with anybody or anything. Yeah, I mean, that's my take on it. If he was actually trying to meet up with,
well, that's my point. That's my thing, though. To your point, Alina, is like, what? So what if there was one girl that did come, and then she was like, actually, I just went backstage and nothing happened, and I went to his show and we talked, and then I left, which probably doesn't probably didn't happen. But I'm saying, like, what if there is one girl who said that?
Yeah,
and she's like,
that's like, that's like a scenario on the Chris Hansen shit. Like the fucking creepy old dude is inviting the 15-year-old. And if he ends
and the guy,
you still, I mean, bro, you still like, that's still a huge deal that you did that. And it's Romeo Lacoste, by the way.
Romeo Lacoste. I don't really remember that. But I think,
see,
I mean, Matt, there's some stories of him doing definitely some illegal shit. Like I definitely saw sorry, go ahead.
You were talking about 18, 19-year-olds though. So, which like, yeah, weird, but like it's legal. But like these 14 and 15-year-olds, if it's all legit and it was when they were 14 and 15, now it's just like, all right, like you asked the 15-year-old if you guys could kiss. She said, I'm 15. You said, that's okay. Can we kiss? Like that's all those are, huh?
Did it show what she said back to that?
Like she just like said, can I come to your show? Like completely ignored it. Like said, can I come to your show?
That makes it even.
So that's
like.
But what's so weird about all of these is the ones I was reading was he invited all of them to their show, but none of them said if they went or not. Like, don't you think they would have responded or like, I mean, I can't speak. I've never been in this situation. Or like would have tried, like the one asked to go to his show like 3 times and then he said yes. And then he asked for like a naked picture. And then like she never said if she sent one or if she went.
So are the victims the one releasing this, or is it like released by a third party? I've seen some things on Twitter where it's third party.
I've seen the first girl to come out was a victim.
Okay.
Now, other than that, I could not tell you if it was third party or victim. But the first girl to come out who started the whole thing was a girl who said she was a victim of it.
That's crazy.
It's just like there's so many. I think like if all of them can prove that it actually happened, and they're 14 and 15, I don't even think you need like it's like you said though. It's like the Chris Hansen thing. Like you get in trouble even just for talking and inviting that 13-year-old over. So.
Yeah, but they also said way more explicit things. Like none of these things. I'm not trying to defend Chris Delia here. I think you're a fucking weirdo. True. But like he wasn't saying like I want to fuck you or anything like that.
Yeah, the only thing he did say was let's kiss. That is true. Still weird as fuck, but
yeah, it's still weird. It's still weird as fuck. But I'm just saying we got to be careful here. I don't want to let the court of Twitter decide people's like careers. You know what I mean?
Sure. For sure.
Because we've all fucked up in life. We've all done stupid shit.
Yeah.
Now, have we all talked to underage girls and asked if we can get naked with them and lie in bed and kiss and stuff? No. And that's fucking weird. And we should talk about that. But I don't know if we should ruin everything that this guy's worked for his whole life. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to like justify what he did. I just think that.
Do you
like,
think he
you
just
gotta
gets
let
casted
facts
as?
come out?
Do you think he just gets casted as a predator now in like every movie?
I don't know. This is like a weird thing. Like, this is a weird. We live in a weird time where like Louis C.K. did stuff that was fucking weird. I mean, it's the only thing I can really compare it to. Because like what Louis C.K. did was weird as fuck. But like those chicks, he asked for consent on all of it, and they all said yes. And was it uncomfortable and weird? Yeah, but at least he asked permission for it. And he's kind of making a comeback. Like he had a special come out and shit. Like I don't think this is gonna absolutely ruin Chris D'Elia's career, but it should definitely make people second guess working with him, in my opinion.
I feel like the comedian world is so weird that if he just sticks to comedy, he will be okay because they're all probably like, "Yeah, I did that."
He'll have loyal fans too who are defending him and saying like,
"Yeah,
this is bullshit. Like I don't give a fuck. I still want." And he'll be fine. I think. I don't think it's gonna. But I don't think he'll do any more. I don't know if he'll do any more movies or like TV shows.
I was about to say I doubt he's in any movies or TV shows again. But I think
he has a movie coming out. I think. So that'll be interesting to see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So the worst he said was, that is seen so far is, can we get in bed naked, or were you joking about that? Is it the let's kiss thing?
I don't even think he said that. I thought he just said let's kiss. Or he asked like a girl for like a bikini picture. It wasn't even like naked.
Dude, my theory is where there's smoke, there's fucking fire, though. Like, this is all we know of.
By the way,
that's why it'll be...
But I'm not. You can't make these accusations. But I would just be very surprised if this is actually all that's being revealed is all that he's conversed with underage chicks.
Yeah, to wrap it up, for me, it's like this guy's a guy. It makes sense to me. I don't want to say yes or no either way because there's not enough like concrete evidence in my opinion to like. There's been too many just girls being like, hey, this happened. It's like, all right, you can say that happened, but like we need something more than you just like telling a story. And that's just the logic in me talking. But at the same time, you have all these people telling a very similar story who don't know each other. And some of them have some screenshots and evidence to back it up. And it's like, all right, yeah, okay. It's probably, somewhat true at the very least. And he's a fucking weirdo, and I'm not surprised by it. It seems like something this guy would fucking do. I mean, look at him, dude.
Yeah, look at him and listen to him. Like, this is not shocking at like the slightest bit. Not even the
dude.
I
remember I read it on like Twitter mentions or something, and whenever like Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever it was, and I just remember thinking like, I'm not this. I was just kind of waiting for the
yeah.
Because like I have heard stuff. I've had friends of friends like here in Hollywood who he's like DM'd them on Instagram and been like, hey, we should hang out. And she's like, I have a boyfriend. He's like, oh, well, like, let me know if stuff changes. Like, he's that kind of guy.
Isn't he? Is he married?
No, he's having a kid though, I think.
Yeah, he's having a kid, or he has a kid.
I don't know if he's married. I don't know. I don't listen to his podcasts.
He has like a girlfriend though, I think.
Yeah.
So that's a tough time. Tough time for her, I guess, but
yeah. I mean, I think we can all agree he's a fucking weirdo either way.
Oh yeah. Like, so I guess if like more stuff comes out, I would definitely believe the girls if more stuff and facts come out, and I don't think anyone would be shocked like the slightest bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Olina, any last words on it?
No, that was my final thought. Yeah, he's just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he is. He is. All right. So the other day, Gwyneth, how do you pronounce her last name?
Paltrow
announced that she is coming out with candles that are called "This Smells Like My Orgasm." And one of the weirdest things I thought was in the video was like her 10-year-old son promoting it.
Wait, what? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was her son helped her 14-year-old son helped her.
I was gonna say 10.
14's not that much better. Wait, hey, can't get mad at Chris Delia. 14's not that much better then.
Yeah.
But so her 14-year-old son helped her talk about it, and this is just like, she's so weird. But this is $75, and this is just so fucking weird. It's a Turkish scent that's sexy, surprising, and wildly addictive.
Okay, whatever the hell that means.
Addictive.
I mean, I would, dude. I would buy it. Let me start off by saying this: I'd buy it just out of curiosity.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yes.
I'm a fan of novelty shit, and so in a way, it's kind of brilliant. But at the same time, it makes me think that all middle-aged white women must be stopped. We should be starting a campaign to protest women like Gwyneth Paltrow. Hey, cool it. Just cool it. Because she did have another one. What was the other one she had? She had one that smells like my vagina, like 6 months ago or something like that.
Yes.
I
will say
shit. And she's also a bit of a snake oil salesman too. She has like her weird energy healing essential oils and shit on her bullshit website. And
those suck. People that use those suck.
They're the worst. I will say though, Matt, to your point, like, she's pretty hot. I would 100% buy it. Like, I would buy it for curiosity. For curiosity.
Oh, 100%.
I would buy it one time.
I'm a fan of novelty items.
If I had my own house, and I was going shopping for candles, and it was right there, I would be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's buy it once and let's see how it is. And you know what? If I buy it again, the addictive that she stated is true, because why the fuck would I buy? Like, there's no way it smells that good. But
it probably smells horrendous. But it's like buying a naked chicken chalupa from Taco Bell or a fucking Double Down from KFC. I'm going to buy that because it looks ridiculous, and I want to participate in that. I want to just be able to experience something.
That's a great example.
Just purely for the novelty.
The chicken chalupa is a great example. You just got to buy it. It was complete dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah, or the Arby's Meat Mountain. I had that, and I was like, oh, it's a meat mountain. There's like turkey, roast beef, ham, chicken, cheese, and like Arby's. It's like this big. And it was one of the worst sandwiches I've ever had. But I'm glad I did it, because now I know what it tastes like. And with this one, it's like, I kind of need to know what that smells like. Like, what goes behind? What's the R&D that goes behind making a sex scented candle? Like, how do you? I don't know anything about scents, so I have no idea. I'm not I don't make perfumes or anything like that, obviously. But like, how do you go about doing that?
I've never made a girl orgasm, so I can't really. I don't know what that smells like.
Fair.
So
yeah, that's true.
But
we're all virgins, so none of us have.
Exactly. I just like why did she have to have her 14-year-old son help explain this? Like, why did he have to be there for this? I don't get that part. She is, but it's like, oh, my son needs to learn about this now. So, I mean, I guess, like, in her defense, maybe her son's going to fuck like a rock star when he's 21 if he's learning about all this now.
Or he'll have some mommy issues. Like, imagine her like, hey, sit down. I'm going to show you what mommy's pussy smells like.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Like,
he starts
like at 14.
He starts crying before sex.
Yeah, bro, that's a strange age to be talking to your son about that shit. Like,
hormones
are
Think about
raging.
in 8th grade. Think about in 8th grade, your mom was like, hey, I want you to present this smells like my orgasm candle
to the entire world. That'd be weird if it was in your 8th grade class, right? Of like 30 people or 50 people, whatever.
Yeah.
To go on a video of with your mom, who's a celebrity, so the entire fucking world can see. Millions of people are seeing this. And talk about that, dude. That's insane.
You know what it kind of reminds me of is Sex Panther, the cologne. It's one of those.
Yes.
But how many people bought it just because they're like, oh, this probably fucks? It's like, no.
I bought it.
Yeah,
dude, I bought Sex Panther. It's great. It smelled really good.
Oh no! I thought it smelled horrible. But that's a good comparison. But it's also like okay. Who do you think's gonna buy it more, men or women?
Men.
Good question.
Men don't really buy candles, but I agree. I think
one today
too. I think not like. I mean, you're not like. Are you searching all the time for candles?
No, No, but they're an amazing element to add in your apartment. It adds
100%.
It's the only
They
thing
are.
that actually makes your apartment smell nice. But that makes me wonder. With this one, does it actually smell like orgasm, or is it just like some kind of
Like,
weird ocean mist scent or something? You know what I
Should
mean?
we-
That's just like,
should we call-
okay, you
we should-
labeled it this, but it doesn't smell like that.
We should call Spencer Bradley and ask her what his orgasm smells like, and then we'll buy her one and be like, "Does this actually smell
We
like it?"
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm hoping one day I'll know what it smells like, but
Yeah, when I'm
Until-
married.
up to this point in my life, yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
can't
just,
be engaging in activities outside of marriage.
but that's another thing, though. It's also like, I mean,
which is a sin.
yeah, it's a sin. We can't.
Mortal
do that.
sin, yeah, it's a mortal sin. We all went to Catholic school. At least
Yeah.
two of us did for a period. You did for a period of time. Ayo.
9 years, bro. Shit.
But it's also like, I mean, what if a guy has sex and makes it women have an orgasm? Good for you. And he's just like, this smells awful. And then he smells this candle and he's like, this isn't too bad. And that's not what I smelled at all. Like, how are we going to know? Like, this smell either has to just be like completely made up, which it probably is. It's just such a weird concept to think about. Like,
It's a weird concept, but I guess it's kind of a brilliant marketing move from her. I mean, it goes back.
we're
to,
talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about people are going to buy it. I mean, there's no bad press, so I can't help but think it's kind of genius in a way, as much as I don't want to admit that.
What helps her is she's so fucking weird. So this is like right up her alley.
Yeah. I mean, it works for her. It works for her brand. She probably knows she's a fucking weirdo and that people will buy it. And all right, fine. It's better than her scamming people with her like energy rocks and crystals and shit, which she's gotten shit for from the past. So like, whatever. This is a little bit more entrepreneurial to me, so I support it. Fucking if people buy it, make it.
Hell yeah. It reminds me of something that Trisha Paytas would sell. You guys know who that is?
Who?
No.
You don't know who Trisha Paytas is? Dude, she is
QVC?
crazy now. But it sounds like a product she would buy. Hopefully someone listening gets that reference.
What does she do with her life?
She's like a YouTuber, I guess, but
Does she have an OnlyFans?
yeah. Like she's on
Okay.
I think she's done porn before. I don't know, but she's just like a psycho that would for sure do that.
Yeah, I just wish she would have left her son out of it. Let him live his life. Now every day.
That's pretty weird. That kid's not. I mean, dude, that kid's not going to be well adjusted to life with a mom like.
Imagine.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay,
Sorry,
imagine
that
if
kid's
she.
fucked either way.
Imagine it though, if like her whole house is just filled with those, and he just walks around like, "This is what mommy's orgasms smell like." He has friends over. What's that smell, dude? That's my mom's orgasm. Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck do you explain that?
Yeah.
You don't, man. I feel bad for celebrity kids. It's like that's not an easy. You didn't ask to be born into that world, especially with a mom like Gwyneth Paltrow, who's just a psycho.
Do you think they have it that bad? Like the normal ones, like
No, not in your like day to day life. No. But mentally, you're not going to be well adjusted to life. You're just
I'm
not.
saying like A-Rod's kids, or like not A-Rod. I don't know if he has any kids, but like
A-Rod has like 4. Yeah, they have like 4 kids.
well, his kids. Like, do you think their lives suck, or do you think it's like dope being his kid?
I'm not saying it sucks. They're not. But they're not going to have the same life experiences or struggles as your average person, which I think that's valuable. You need to suffer as a person. Let's get existential real quick. You need to suffer and go through challenges and like hurdles and have to get over shit yourself in order to order to be able to attain happiness in a way. And if you are growing up in a very like padded, easy type of lifestyle, or some kind of lifestyle that you're not given those things, I think it'll be harder for you to find meaning and other things later on in life. That's just my personal opinion.
Andrew, to your question though, I think there are celebrities who like somewhat make their kids work for shit, and I think A-Rod and J-Lo would be like a celebrity who gives their kid everything, but also like, hey, like, where you're not gonna get a free ride your whole life, like you got to work for something. Whereas like. But they're also not pushing like weird ass, crystal rocks on their kids, like all that stuff, So they're growing up more normal than most of them. But like, but
imagine having J-Lo as your mom.
Yeah, that would suck. You're never banging a girl in your whole life that's hotter than your mom. Like, that sucks,
dude. Imagine looking at that shit back. You're like, oh, what did mommy do? And you go back and look at fucking Super Bowl this year. God.
Yeah,
That's
well,
crazy
it's
to think
all
about. That
it's
was this year.
all that.
But you're
shit.
like, oh my God, like Jesus Christ. I don't know. That would be tough. Like having a celebrity parent, especially like a sexy woman like J-Lo.
I think it's tougher.
Athletic hunk like A-Rod.
I think it's tougher for the ones who like aren't successful. You know, like LeBron's kid, his oldest is probably going to be in the NBA. So it's like, fuck it. I lived a life and I'm in the NBA. But like, imagine if you sucked. It's like my dad's.
Imagine
LeBron
being Michael Jordan's kid.
Exactly. Like you probably went through
you're
a lot
living
of
in
hard.
your parents' shadow your whole life.
Yes.
That's what sucks about it, dude. You're or Chet Hanks. First of all, your name's Chet, so you're already like set behind everyone else. But now you have to live to like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's, under their shadow, which makes it more difficult.
Yeah,
and you're a piece of shit and shameless. So like,
yeah, and I'm sure there are celebrity parents who do a somewhat decent job. I bet someone like Mark Wahlberg is probably a good dad.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, generally speaking. It cannot be easy. And if you're Gwyneth Paltrow's kid, yeah,
it's not easy. Or like, imagine being Joaquin Phoenix's kid. Like you are.
Oh, you are gonna have more mental problems.
Yes.
Like you are so predisposed to have mental problems if you're that motherfucker's kid.
100%.
That guy's a psycho. But he also, dude. I mean, whatever. Let's move on. I gotta grab my charger.
He's super weird. All right. We'll wait till you get back then. Actually, we can discuss this real quick then. So 28 players at Clemson tested positive for coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Do you think now the only silver lining in it was like 18 of them were asymptomatic, or it was 25 of them were asymptomatic out of the 28, and the other 3 like didn't feel effects. Mm-hmm. So in a sense, because we've been reading that like if you're asymptomatic, it's like almost good, obviously. And then so do you think this in the grand scheme of things hurts the push for college football in the fall?
I doubt they're the only team that has like a handful of cases. That's my
Texas had 18.
Yeah. So
they had the same thing though, where it was like 13 were asymptomatic and the other 5 like didn't really feel anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of just depends if I don't know.
My thing is
like how bad is like are they like pretty sick or?
What do you mean? What'd you say?
Like when they say they're asymptomatic, like are they actually like?
No, you rarely feel something.
Which seems to be most of the country at this point.
They're saying that
just don't.
Asymptomatic means you would like have, right?
It means you have no symptoms.
No,
it means
you have no symptoms, but you can carry it.
Others aren't feeling anything.
I'm saying the others that tested positive outside of the asymptomatic people said they didn't feel anything. They were ready to go to workouts. Like that's when they tested was they were going to work out. They had to test and they tested positive. So they didn't feel anything because all these players are told if you feel sick, tell us because obviously that's a problem.
Okay, so then all of them would feel nothing then. Like all 20 of them, 28.
No, I know. I was saying 23 were asymptomatic, and the others who weren't asymptomatic did not feel anything, though.
I thought that's what asymptomatic is when you don't feel anything. You're not showing any symptoms or feeling anything.
But you still cannot be asymptomatic and still not feel much. You might feel like lose taste for a day. So there's been so many people who've come out that they weren't asymptomatic, but they just felt like they didn't have taste buds for a day, but they technically tested positive.
I see.
And what they've said is the study is like athletes, from everyone who's tested positive, like none of them have really been like, yeah, I felt sick, except for maybe 1 or 2. So My thing is a season or not, though? I think it like if there's students, there's going to be a season. Like if students are back on campus.
I think it still comes down to how this if the second wave really hits or not. I don't think this individual story makes much of a
It's
wave.
going to hit. Look, at the end of the day, it's going to hit. And there's going to be shit going on. I don't think you should stop a season because of it. I don't think you should stop NFL. I don't think you should cancel the MLB season this year.
NFL's not stopping.
Anthony Fauci, the king of fucking lying and changing his mind on everything, is now saying it's going to be done.
Did you see what Portnoy said? Like, there's zero chance. The NFL only cares about money. Now college is a different story because they're not getting paid, so they can make that argument.
Well, yeah, and you're also dealing with other students on campus. That's the other.
Yes, 100%. Where
but
the NFL,
I don't think you should. Yeah, I mean, look, this shit is all just so weird because it seems like no one has any clue like what is actually going on. Mm-hmm. And then the World Health Organization was like, yeah, if you're asymptomatic, you may not even be carrying it. So if all these guys are asymptomatic on the team, are they even carrying it? Like, maybe because like there's all these people that are like, you get these false positives like with coronavirus testing. Like, people are telling me I can get antibody tests or coronavirus tests here in LA, and I'm like, well, what for? I feel fine. Obviously, I look amazing. And if I'm getting a test and I don't know if it's going to be 100% accurate, what the fuck am I wasting my money for?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're social distancing and everyone is okay with hanging out with you, I mean, I agree with you, Alina. I don't think this one report is going to – I think people blow this one report up because some people have nothing to talk about. But I don't know. Like, the studies have come back that, like, kids from 18 to 22, if you're playing, football, you're probably in pretty good shape. But I agree. I don't think this one story is going to affect some. I think some people might try to make it affect, like, a bigger storyline. But I think when it comes down to it, I mean, there's so much money involved. Did you see, like, the report, like, if college football doesn't happen, the economy will lose, like, $3 billion?
What?
Like,
well, dude, think about how much money was lost with the NCAA tournament, too, the basketball tournament.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
I don't know if the NCAA is going to be like, hey, let's just cancel another massive revenue generator.
The biggest I mean, there's like 5 schools that already canceled a different sport because they thought football was going to be canceled. So if football's canceled, I mean, say goodbye to so many different sports.
Every other sport. Yeah, every other sport.
Other than
that's going to be opening the floodgates. It's going to be like when the NBA canceled their season. That's really when shit got fucking crazy.
Yeah,
coronavirus.
Everything went wild.
Everything went down because. So I think if that happens with football, dude, yeah, you can say goodbye to everything else.
I think the NFL still would play, but I think you say goodbye to men's soccer, some baseball schools, swimming, like all those sports other than basketball and baseball in the South at bigger schools are done. I mean, they won't play.
For sure.
So
I don't know. I hope not. I hope people are trying to keep their heads on straight, and I hope it ends up going through. But you just never know, man. And I think I think that seems like a bit of a. I mean, it's a humongous decision if they were to cancel anything based on a story like that. And I think you got to be very careful before making any decisions like that because it's going to have some humongous ramifications. If so,
it doesn't sound like anyone's come out, and I mean, every like SEC schools like selling season tickets as they're going to be full. So,
yeah,
a little odd, but all right. We saw a video. I don't know how long it was, but it was of actors saying they were sorry. I honestly only saw the video once. If either of you,
me too. I couldn't get through it. After a second time. That's how cringy it was.
The video of the actors saying that they were sorry.
I Take Responsibility with Aaron Paul and a bunch of other C-list celebrities. I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was that cringy. It came to the point where it's like, I get people wanting to speak out. I totally get that. I understand it. If you want to try to say something, you want to use your platform as a celebrity to do good. But reading someone else's script and splicing it together with something disingenuous and using your acting abilities to try to get your message across is so pathetic to me on so many different levels. It's like, it's almost insulting to like for everyone to be like, you think we can't see through? Like, just get on your fucking Instagram or get on your fucking Twitter and make a video and speak from like how you actually feel. Like, the worst part about the video to me is the fact that you can see them, their eyes are going behind the screen like this, and you can see them reading the lines like an actor would in a table read. They're sitting there like, and they take responsibility. And you're like, okay, great. But like, do you actually though? Or are you just acting? Are you just playing a character right now? Because it certainly seems like it. And then the other thing is just like, you know, the fact that they are acting through it. It seems like fake emotions to me. And I think that's totally fucking bullshit.
I think, I mean, dude, if you're going to do this, like you said, like, just fucking take a video by yourself and actually speak from the heart. You're an actor and you're acting during this. This is not, like, this is bullshit. Honestly, it's bullshit.
Who posted it?
It was like some organization, I think.
Okay, well, maybe you could also argue that I don't know, I guess it's a little, I could see one like devil's advocate reasoning being you're not posting it on your page to like get people to come click on your page and shit. Like, you're just letting someone else post it, having your voice still. So like, it's not, you're not saying this from a.
But why can't you not read from a script then?
Yeah, that part is unexplainable, but
like I agree, like, you're not promoting your page, so let's post it to an organization or whatever. I get that part, but it's like Matt said, you could see someone looking up and like looking at a script. It's like, why can't you guys all compile a video and it's just actually speaking from your heart?
Yeah, it's pathetic to me, and it's insulting, to be honest. Like, you guys think we buy this? You guys think that like we think you're being genuine about this? Like, and you're allowed to feel sad about it and stuff, but like, how hard is it to just say exactly how you feel? That's what makes it so ridiculous. To me, this makes it look like you care less. You couldn't care less about what's going on in the world right now because you're just reading from a script and saying what someone else wants you to say.
Yeah, you couldn't take the 10 minutes to think of something to say on your own.
Right. I remember reading the replies, and it was like, not a single person was like, this is authentic. Like, every single person was like, dude, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, everyone was ripping on it. Like, and that's the thing is like you just said, Alina, like, why couldn't you take 10 to 15 minutes to just think of your own saying? Like, and also if you're thinking of it on your own, you don't need to be looking like at a teleprompter to read it. Like, if you're actually thinking about it on your own.
Totally agree. I agree with you too. I think it's you don't see anyone supporting videos like this. It's like that Imagine video that they did when they're singing a fucking song off key with no music behind it, and it's like, imagine there's no heaven.
Yeah,
it isn't hard to do. And you're
wait,
like,
was that the coronavirus
put more
one?
Effort into this.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah, that was terrible too.
This is so poorly thrown together. Second of all, what do you think this is helping?
It's
also, you did it, guys. You fixed coronavirus, telling us that there's no fucking heaven when my grandma just died. Go fuck yourself.
It's also like they did that, and it's like, I don't want to see your guys' $15 million mansion while we're all living actually like not luxury lifestyle right now. Like, yeah, I need to see you sing and telling me it's going to be okay in your mansion. And speaking off of that is like when the celebrities are like, yeah, quarantine has been super hard for me. And it's like, you live in a fucking 12-bedroom house. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like that fucking video of them singing gives us all hope. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, like now we're going to be like, yeah, we'll make it now.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was like Ed Sheeran. It was like, I don't know how I'm going to make it out of this. It's like, who gives a fuck? That's your own problem then. Like,
to me, this video just screams, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Remember, hey, I'm a celebrity. Remember me? I can act still. And this is how I act. I pretend to give a fuck about the injustices going on in the world today. Yeah. And we're all just sitting here like, we know you're not being serious right now, right? You can see that. Like, it's clear to us. We can literally see you reading the teleprompter and being a character. Like, the Aaron Paul one is the funniest. At the very end of that I Take Responsibility video, he literally goes full Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. And he's just like, he's not even talking how he usually talks.
Well, that's the thing. Nowadays, there's not a lot of things that everyone agrees on social media. I mean, everyone has a disagreement, and it could be like the sky is blue and one person says it's orange, the other person says it's brown, the other person says it's pink. Like, there's so many different arguments to everything now on social media. When everyone agrees on something like this, like, that's when you know it's like, all right, you guys really fucked up this one. Like, Jesus Christ.
It just was not. It was just unnecessary too. Like, no one. It was like we were waiting or we needed this video.
Yeah,
it's just tone deaf.
Wow.
You guys got any last topics? We got 10 more minutes.
I think that's it. I have one last thing to bring up. It's just a funny thing. I looked on my Facebook memories today, and I lost my phone 4 years ago to the day in Vegas. Someone stole it out of a locker in What Republic. I'm so cool. I go to parties sometimes. And Andrew, you commented on it, and you said, when you find it, you're probably going to have 16 missed calls, all from girls.
You never found it, though, right?
What's that?
That's why I haven't got these missed calls from these girls. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, so you never found it.
I haven't found it yet. I mean, that's why I don't get as many texts anymore, and that's the only reason why is because I lost my phone. So like, that's the only reason why. And probably wasn't 16. It was probably like 160. So
I was missing.
You're missing another one. Andrew, you have anything else? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I got a request from Pat Hunsberger. He wanted me to ask this would you rather. He's watched like everyone's and he thinks it's hilarious. So I told him I'd ask this in the next one. It's typical Pat. It's like not that great of it's a decent would you rather, but he thinks it's like the best question on earth. Would you rather?
As bad as Alina's were last week?
Mine were bad. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn, those sucked.
Wait. I forgot it. I got to think of it real quick.
I have a good one. Kind of.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to charge your phone to 4% as many times as you want in a day? So you charge it, gets to 4%. You have to take it off. Cannot get above 4%, but you can get on it as many times as you want. Or you're limited to 45 minutes. I guess it's actually a decent would you rather. 45 minutes of total in one day per day. So like you only get it for 45 minutes. Once it hits 45 minutes, you cannot check your phone again. Or at any point in the day, you can charge your phone up to 4% and check it and then take it off the charger. And then if it dies, you can charge it right back up to 4%.
That's a decent one, actually.
I know. When I reread it, that actually is a decent one.
Like,
I want to say I'd go with the 45 minutes thing because I want to have. I'm trying to have less screen time, anyways. But that's such a short period of time to be able to use your phone. I'm at like 3 hours of screen time a day right now.
Is it 45 minutes straight, or can you like make a call?
No. So like you can do it for 20, stop, and you still have 25 minutes left.
Okay.
It's just it all adds up to 45 minutes.
Yeah. Dude, that would just torture like your battery would suck so bad if you just.
But it doesn't matter anymore though. You know what I mean? But yeah. If you just kept charging your phone.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like doing that constantly back to 4% would be so fucking annoying. I think I would. The Jeffers used to do.
I agree. He did used to do that. I think I would agree with you. I think charging it to 4% the whole time would just be the biggest hassle in the entire world. I think I would much rather just like use my phone at solid times and go with the 45 minutes in a day.
That would.
Yeah, probably the same because then it would force me to get off the shit I don't need, you know?
True.
Yeah.
It'd be a good life change, but
and the 4% would annoy me. Like I know myself and I get very annoyed with stupid shit. And like that's just like such a minor inconvenience. It's not that big of a deal, but
yeah,
it would drive me insane. So I don't think
just seeing the little red in the top corner the entire time you're on it.
That in and of itself would drive me nuts.
That would piss me the fuck off.
Yeah. I think I would go 45 minutes. So, Alina, would you?
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, because I hate being on my phone anyway. So I think it'd be, but
It
I
also
think,
gives you a reason, to not be on it.
yeah,
Yeah, but Alina, you're posting on your Instagram story constantly.
right. So it's like I have to cut that out, but it's like,
Don't you take
you have to-
300 Snapchats a day?
Yeah, you take a lot.
But people don't realize how big of a change that actually be, though. Like 45
You'd be
minutes.
so productive.
You would. Yeah, I think it would be a very that would be such a positive change. You would become such a better person, I think, not being so reliant on your phone.
Like you would be similar to like
You'd have to delete all your apps.
Musk.
You could pretty much only use it for texting and calling, and only texting. Like you couldn't have conversations with people. You could just be like, "Hey, be there soon." Like what texting was initially meant to do.
And then you say, "What do you need?" Like you don't say, "Oh, hey, what's."
But is that bad of a thing though? Like it's not.
No, it's a good thing. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah. I think that would be like beneficial. Alina, you said you had a would you rather?
Yeah. All right. So I edited this a little bit because the first part of it wasn't good enough. Okay. So would you rather post a Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, like post it on the story where like your whole entire list of followers saw it. So like, and everybody that you would ever follows you sees it. And it's like you're hammered. You're sitting there crying, saying that you want your ex back, like on the video. Like that's the video, and it's up for like, and then you like just pass out and you like sleep for like 12 hours. Like literally everybody saw it. It's just up there, or you go out. So would you rather wake up to that or wake up? So you're at the bar like both times. Would you rather wake up to that or wake up hungover and you found out you spent your entire paycheck at the bar?
I think I'd go paycheck. Like I would have to just figure out. And you're saying like paycheck, let's just say like that's all you had in your bank, like that's, you had to rely on that. And that's or what's this? Is there any stipulations to that?
Yeah.
No, don't do that because I could not do that option.
I mean, you can't say like it's your entire paycheck. Like it's a good sum.
One paycheck in your bank, and you went to the bar and just spent the whole thing.
Then, like, imagine you literally get handed a check from your biweekly, whatever, or if you get paid weekly, and you literally just go to the bar and you just spent it all.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I wouldn't do that because I make so fucking much a paycheck. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to.
I'm so rich. No, wait.
I'd probably do the paycheck one.
So the other one is you're on, let's say, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all the stories you post crying that you want your ex back.
It's like, I want you back, please.
Yeah. Fuck. That's kind of what Matt Carver is doing right now, right?
The whole thing, though. Like, it's not like you're doing individual ones. But it's just a super embarrassing moment.
That'd be tough. Like, you would almost have to start a new thing and just follow a bunch of different people. So, like, they don't know that you did that.
No, but
I would do the paycheck because the odds, if you spent a whole fucking paycheck at the bar, you know how epic of a night that you probably had?
I would probably go with that. You don't remember. Well, pictures.
Yeah, I would probably do that and be like,
would do that.
Fuck it. I spent my whole fucking paycheck at the bar.
Bro.
Oops.
I cannot imagine if I did the other one and my dad watches it and the next morning he's just like, dude, did you
fucking pussy?
Are you all right? Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
I mean, I think it'd be just hilarious to have to like deal with people like, dude, what the fuck was that going? Like, you just like delete it ASAP and like everybody has it saved anyway. Like that's another thing. Like, people save it. You know?
No, I think in this thing, like if they see it, they see it, and like it's almost everyone for whatever reason, everyone saw it. You know what I mean?
Let's do it where you drain your bank account then. Like your checking account, like where you're then like dipping into like your retirement, like things you don't.
Yeah, no, I'm going the video then on that one.
Matt, are you still going checking?
Dude, I'm so fucking
still going
rich.
check.
I can't waste all that money.
Yeah,
I'm
wasting my money.
Go.
Sorry, boys.
Wait, you would go check everything you have?
No, not everything I have.
He just said this is a different one. Everything you had over.
Oh, everything I had. No, do you know how much I'm worth? $2,000.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do everything I'm worth for real.
$10,000. Let's do $10,000.
Nope, wouldn't do it. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Where's the threshold? $5,000.
No, I think about $1,000.
$1,000.
I'd spend $1,000 a night. Well, maybe
All right, so
2,000.
let's say like 3,000. You wouldn't do it. You would take the video.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not. Probably not 3,000. At that point, it's probably not worth it for me. I don't care. Dude, I've embarrassed myself so many times in so many other ways. What the fuck do I care if someone on Snapchat judges me?
Dude, but it's like, that's like one of those where like people just reply to that to you. Like,
yeah, and I'd go, whoops, someone got a little too drunk last night.
I feel like that would be pretty fucking embarrassing though.
Yeah, of course. Whatever. Own it.
At that point, it's like, dude,
I would do even my paycheck though.
You what?
I wouldn't even do my paycheck. I'd just take the embarrassment on the.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't even spend like $12 at McDonald's, so.
Cheapo.
I mean,
okay, but to your point, Alina, like also, like I think I would do maybe the one paycheck. Anything after that, I would probably say no. But
you don't get enjoyment out of that check. Like that's you can't have that.
No, I agree. I understand that. But I'm saying if I cried and wanted my ex back, I mean that's just a Saturday night for me, boys. No, I'm just kidding. But but like, you know how much you would blow up on like Barstool, everything like that, and if you just owned it, you could fucking be like, dude, I'm the kid who cried. Yeah, fuck it, man. Like,
whatever. Own it. Who gives a fuck?
You get so many DMs, all from girls. I mean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I want to console you. All right, we got to wrap this up because I'm going to piss my pants.
Yeah, no, we're done. We hit minute 60. So, any last words from either of you?
No, Chris Delia is a creep.
Yeah, he's fucked up. That's for sure.
No doubter.
Olin, are we having
some chicks your own age, my man.
Huh?
Are we having a college football season?
I think
oh, come on. You got to be more positive than that.
No, we are. We are having a college football season. I'm just saying it. That's the rule. I made it. What's happening? I'm speaking it into existence.
We need it. All right. We'll see you next week.
Trump said he's a dumbass, so yeah.
He said Fauci has nothing to do with the NFL.
Yeah.
Peace.